Okay, people, welcome back. My name is Vlakkesdijn, and in today's video, we are going to make a really simple beginner action in streamer bot. And if you saw the title, you probably know what we are going to make. What we're gonna make is a really simple and really simple. So if you're a beginner and streamer bot, you can definitely follow along. This is the most basic things you will ever have to do. And like with all my actions, you can get them on my Discord. Also the best place for support, and you can also get them through Kofi. Now, Discord will be the best place to be because there's also where I pre-release stuff and where people can test it. Now, of course, I have a select few of streamers that get kind of get the dev build, the really early access stuff. But then when the base tests are done, they will be pushed to Discord, and after that, then I will push them to Kofi. With that being said, let's dive into the video today. So what we're gonna do today is actually real simple. We're gonna make a show latest clips on stream. I cannot show you right now how this is gonna look. Well, maybe I can. I'll have a look if I can find it. I know I made a clip, so I'll just go back to my stream yesterday and see if I can. And then if so, I will edit it. So what this one will do after you made a clip, in what way, as long as it's done with StreamerBot, it will also display your stream on your stream, right, on the screen. Now, I did make a tutorial, I think a year ago. Don't know exactly, could even be 2 years by now. Where you were able to send your clip to Discord and to the chat. This one will be integrated, so if you did not follow along with that one, if you haven't seen it yet, don't worry, we will be doing that here too. So we'll make it from scratch. So what will this one include? This one will include the generating of the clip, a proper way of doing it so you get the good information of the clip, different ways to set it up, including well, I would say including, but no, I can't. I wanted to do my stream deck, but I have to do a workaround. I may make another video on that because this one I'm actually shooting from my gaming PC and the recording is on my streaming PC, including my stream deck setup. I can see if I can find a way to do it for you guys. If I can, you will see it in the video. If not, I will make a separate one for it. And maybe have a install setup in the Discord. So, different ways to trigger it through potentially your stream deck. Of course, your command. However you want. You can even do a channel point if you want. You can do, if you get a new follow, create a clip of that or whatever you want, right? Those things, triggers are really easy. I will just show you a couple you can do, and you can figure the rest out yourself. So that, then of course we're gonna show you how to push those to chat. And I always like to add a little bit of a thing in there to give the clip a little bit more time to generate correctly. So I'll show you how I kind of do that. And of course your Discord, webhook, and of course the on-screen display. So with this intro being what, almost 5 minutes, let's dive over to the screen and show you how to do it. Alright, so I have my dev OBS open here, as long as I grab the right mouse, so that will work. So we have OBS open and we have StreamerBot open. Now, I'm not using StreamerBot 5. I personally hate it. I will probably not even use it. I like the dark mode. If they could add dark mode to this official layout, please. Otherwise, I'll stay with this one. Now, if you use 5, there may be some stuff that is, or the what is it, 1.5? Is it? Let me see. I do have it. Download. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh, it's 1.0. All right, it's the alpha. That's fine. But if you do it, it's possible that some things change and maybe not work. If so, you probably gotta go to their Discord, because I will not do any videos on 5 as long as the older version is supported, because I hate it. I may be the only person using StreamerBot that hates the new one, but that's me. I'm used to this. I'm 33, I'm used to this layout, and it's fine with me. The color, I don't mind. All right, so this is my dev one over here. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna just we're gonna start with the clip creator. Again, you can find this whole thing on my Discord, so you can just drop it in, and you should be good to go. Maybe you need to change some things, but of course you see. But we'll make it work, so you may not have to do it. All right. With that being said, let's start. So first thing we want to do is right click in OBS, in StreamerBot, and just add. And I'm gonna just make a group. I always do that. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I have to take this. Let me put this keyboard out of the way, because I will mess it up and take the wrong one. What I always do, I have my initials, Blockers Design, so I always do FD, FD, like that. And then I'm gonna say, okay, what is this? This is the, what did I call it here? There, stream clip. There we go. So in this case, for the name, we are going to, so this is the group, like this. For the beginners out there, this will create a new group for the clips, and we will be working with cues. I'll show you what that does. But then we're gonna do here, we're gonna call it FD or your own initials. You don't have to use them, but I like to do that. And then I'm gonna call it clip creator. So clip creator. For Q, leave it on default for now. We're gonna change it. So hit OK. Right? You know what? Before we go, let's go into action cues. Right? Let's get the cue out of the way. So let's go here in this tab, action cues. Then go here, cues. Then what you want to do is click on the right click. Add. This will let you add a new cue. So what this cue does is make sure, so if you have multiple people creating clips at once, instead of, so this is kind of a timeout, right? So instead of it spamming, right? Like for example, even though same thing with followers. If you get 100 followers and you have custom alerts, the followers keep going, the audio keep looping over and over and over, and you get a mess. This blocking cue is what I call it. Instead of action cue, I just call it a blocking cue, because it's kind of what it is. It prevents that from happening. So it waits till one of them, the first one is done, right? So it technically makes a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 clips created. It makes a list of 5. It plays the first one. When that first one is done, then it will move over to the second one. Now, if you do not do this, what will happen? You have a list of 5 clips, and it will play all of them at once. You do not want that. So this is what will prevent that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make it, call it a clip. Let me just do the same thing here. FD clip time out, and then click on blocking and hit OK. Now we have this. Now we'll go back to the action tab. Double click on your clip creator, not the group, but the creator, and then go to the queue. click on the drop down and click clip timeout. There you go. Now we want to do okay. There we go. Now it has its own timeout, so it will not overlap. Right now, if you already knew this, well, there you go. If you didn't, there you go. Now you know. All right, so let's go to this create a clip and create this widget finally after 10 minutes. Jesus. All right, yeah, let's start. So we do the trigger. In this case, I'll do the trigger at last. It doesn't matter which trigger you want to do. What we're gonna do here, it's sub action. We're gonna right click. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the trigger. Let's do the natural way, right? We're gonna triggers, right click. We're gonna go to core. Then we want to go to commands. Let me see if it goes on the screen. Let me do this real quick. So we go to core, then we go to commands, and then we're gonna go to command trigger. Click on that. And then here we have any. Now what we want to do, we want to create a command. And obviously it's clip, right? This one doesn't render, it's just a name in the list of commands. Now, you could even do, in my case, fd clip. Oh, no. fd clip. Right? Wait, I'm going to do clip creator. Now, again, this one doesn't matter. It will not be the command. This one is only the name in the list. I'll show you in a second. So you can call it whatever you want. Actually, you can actually call it that, and it will still work. So now we get to the part where we actually go to the command. So now what we want to do, we want to make this command work. All right, let's do it. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do exclamation mark, right? And then we're gonna do clip. Now you can make it like it's capital sensitive, like here, case sensitive. I'm not doing that. You can, you don't have. Now you could just go here and click OK. But because it's a beginner tutorial, I do kind of want to show you guys something, and I do have to check so I make sure I am doing it right. I have to filter. There you go. Yeah, all right, exactly. So what we're doing here, let me fix this up real quick. Yeah, I got my cheat sheet just in case, so I don't have to reshoot it every time. And yeah, we fuck shit up too, guys. We do that too. All right, let me rearrange this real quick. All right, doesn't matter. All right, so we got this clip created now, right? Right. Okay, so what if I want to bot to have a message sent, right? If I do this now, as it is set up now, it will not work. For the one we are going to do, this will not work. Why? Really simple. Because we are going to actually make our bot spit some stuff out for us. Now, if you have your own account set up, for example, let me click on OK and I'll show you, because that is actually really important. So we come back to this, right? We come back to it. Hold on. If we go to platforms and we go to Twitch and you go to your account. Now, if you only have your own account, you can kind of skip this step because you're using your broadcaster account. So this will mean if sometimes you have streamers that have commands, but they're typing it and you're like, hey, how are they typing these commands when they're playing the game, right? They're in a hot mess in Warzone, and for some reason they spit out in the chat. Well, if they're using StreamerBot, at least that is how, because they do not have a bot account set up. All right. How do I set up a bot account? Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is make a second Twitch account and connect this one for your second Twitch account. The bot account will be your second Twitch account, right? Really simple. You want me to do a video on that? Let me know down in the comments below. If you do not, know how to do it, and we will definitely make that because that's the simplest thing ever. All you have to do, make a new Twitch account, connect that account to this one, and then you're good to go. Now, again, if you don't know how to do it and you really want a video on it, let me know down in the comments below and I will make one. Now, and that is important for this next step. So if you do not have this, you don't have a bot account set up, but only your own account, it doesn't matter. I mean, it never hurts to do it, but, right? All right. So we go back to actions. Well, now that we explained that. Well, technically we have to go back. If you didn't click it away, keep it open. I forgot to say that. If you did accidentally close it like I did, because I had to, because I couldn't get there, just go here. So you have actions, go to commands up here, click on that. And then what you want to do is just double click on this clip right here. And then all you want to do is to prevent this bot issue, uncheck this one. Ignore bot account, uncheck it. So this will actually mean that your bot is able to communicate with the command and it can actually do it. If you do ignore bot account and you have your stuff set up as a bot that I will also show you when we get to it, it will not work. So what we want to do is ignore bot account. It's always handy to do, by the way. Yeah, it's always handy to do. Now, when we have this done, you can then also add a limit, like for example, only my VIPs can trigger commands. If you want that, what is understandable, so you don't have clip spammers, you can do VIPs and hit click. There you go. Right now, only VIPs can do it. If you only want moderators or subscribers to do it, same thing. Right? Even though I don't think this one should be here, I think moderators should by default be able to do it. So, all right. But yeah, you can do that, or you can double click on it. Works too. Now, if you only have specific users, you go to this tab right here, and then you can add a specific user. For example, you know, in my case, let's say my bot. So that will be Flock Sync, right? For me, that will be Flock Sync, and then you can just select, and it only my bot account will be able to do it. Of course, we do not want this, so I'm gonna remove it. But this is a limitation you can do. You can have a cooldown on top of the hard cooldown, the timeout that we set up. So if you say like this command only works, so this cooldown will actually make sure that you don't get over, right? Well, kind of, depending on how long you set the cooldown. So if I want to cooldown for 30 seconds, it means once I did this command, no one can use it for 30 seconds. So it will also not be added to that list, right? It's also an option to do, but I personally don't do this. I personally just like the cooldown, the other block, just way better. So yeah, okay, that's a lot on the command creation, but again, it's also a beginner tutorial, so keep that in mind, guys. If you know how to do it, just skip to the next part. I will probably have some time sets or not if I'm lazy. So then when you have this set up, hit OK. All right, 20 minutes in, we're actually finally getting to the action. All right, let's make it. So what we want to do is really simple. We want to now go to sub action, right click on the sub action, and what I like to do when this is triggered, so I do exclamation point clip. The first thing I like to do is have a message, right, to let me know that it worked and the user know his clip is coming, right? So what I love to do, and this is what I kind of said with fake degeneration, this is how I do it. So I'm just going to Twitch, right here, so right click, Twitch. Then we go here to chat, and then I'm gonna do a chat message. You can do announcements, but I also tend to overuse announcements, I'm honest. I think announcements just look way cooler. I wish they had a little bit of a better styling, but I really like announcements, how they look. But that's fine. So what we're gonna do now, all the messages that I have personally is Generating your requested clip. Dot dot dot. Clipo. I mean, that would be funny. So this is what I do, right? Now, first of all, you can do send using bot account, but there is a fallback to the broadcast. What does this mean? Well, it's really, really simple. Now, again, if you do not have your bot account set up, this doesn't matter. If you do, however, and for some reason your bot account is not responding, means something. We know Twitch, it happens, or it could be a streamer bot backend thing that somehow your bot account is not responding. It will automatically fall back to your broadcaster account. Oh, sorry, to your actual streaming account, and then that one will spit it out instead, right? So it's just a fail safe. Just keep it how it is. Safe to have. All right. So now we have this done. So we're generating the clip, but now we need to make sure that the clip is actually generated well. Yeah. So now, personally, and don't ask me why I did this, I actually will be removing it because it makes no sense. So what I had here is, in my own one, I have a delay. Right? You want a delay, but not in this spot. So I had a delay. I think I misplaced it. No. I had here, funny, a delay of 5,000. So that's 5 seconds. I mean, you can keep that. You know, why not? Let's do that. So it's all about that faking generation, right? So let's do it. So you don't need this particularly, but it's fun for the idea behind it. The delay of 5,000. And then when we have this down, we're gonna really quick right click. I am stupid. I am so bad. Hold on. Right click. Then go to core, right? And then click delay. My bad. So core, right click, core, and then delay. Then do 5,000. Now keep in mind, this delay is in milliseconds. So 5,000 milliseconds is 5 seconds. 50,000 milliseconds, however, is 50 seconds. So 30,000 milliseconds is 30 seconds, right? 1,000 seconds, 1,000 milliseconds is a second. I will probably also leave a link with a calculator down below. It's actually really simple, but if you need a specific dialed in number, like for example, 8,056 milliseconds for some kind of animation you're playing and you actually need a specific one, that's a great resource. All right, so we have this 5,000 milliseconds. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click again, wait, and now I have to check because I haven't touched this one in a long time. Well, that was quick. Okay, so Twitch, and then we go to channel, and then we go here to create a clip. There you go. Now technically it was already done. It will now create your clip. That's not fun. So what I'm gonna do now personally, I have a small animation that I will play now. I'm just gonna do a test. So look at the left side. When I create a clip, it will generate have that little animation. And then of course, after a while, now I'm looping it, but after a while, when it is done, it will automatically, like normally when it's 100, it will go away. Now you can do that if you want. You don't have to, you can. Now I don't have that one on this PC, so I cannot add that, but it is really simple to do. All you have to do, let's say I have an OBS source with a clip that I can do. So that's it. Just get a clip. I will see if I can get, I will definitely add the clip in the downloaded pack, the pack you be able to download. What you then want to do is you want to go to core, and then you want to go to OBS. Then we want to go to sources, and then we want to go to source visibility state. On this for source visibility state, now you will see your your OBS connection. I will not. Wait. Maybe I can make it work. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I should be able to connect this. Yeah, I can connect it. Okay, I can show you guys because now it's connected to my stream PC. I forgot about that. So now what we're gonna do again is go to OBS. Now keep in mind you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I had to. So let's go to source visibility state. Now you can see I have my whole stream PC set up here, right? It was just empty. Now I have my whole stream PC here. Now if I take this one, it's not connected, so it's empty. Now if I take this one, so this OBS is actually the one we're working on right now. And then this one is my stream PC, so all my stuff is over there. Now, in my case, I am going to live and then clip effect. I have so many. Clip effect, there it is. Then we're gonna do visible. So if you have a source with a clip, right? This is how you can do that. So we trigger it, then we get the delay, it creates the clip, and then it will do that. You see it is now actually on the screen. Right? It will do that. So we're gonna do this and then visible, and then we hit OK. And again, you don't have to do it, but it's just like small little fun thing. After that, what we want to do, now we could do it 2 ways. We could go here again and core and delay, but why? Why do the hard work? Just click on delay and then hit Control D for duplicate. Now, sometimes this doesn't work and then you have to redo it because then sometimes the duplicate just doesn't work. If it did work, you have one here at the bottom, then double click on it. Change this to the amount of time you want your clip to play. In my case, it's a specific one and it is actually 9500. And I then click OK. Then after these milliseconds, we're gonna duplicate the source for the clip. So again, we're not gonna remake the whole thing. We're just gonna do Control D. There you go. Right. Then all we want to do here, instead of visible, we want to do hidden and hit OK. I have one here that I don't need, so I need to skip that. Confuse you guys with stuff you don't need. Right. So again, you can do this, right? You can. You do not have to. Optional. Now I will make comments in this one. Actually, I can technically use this one to pack that up. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm just gonna do really quick here. I am going to miss comments, and then we're gonna do this for the Queen D is up to you know. I'm gonna make that red, nice and bright, banger. Put this here. So I'm gonna duplicate it, of course, and then we're gonna do that, so we know this is optional. Wait. I'm just gonna do this. This part is optional. There you go. Should make sense, right? Right. Now you could even make it a group, but we don't need that. It's already going on for too long. 30 minutes. But I want to make sure that I have a clear explanation of everything. That's why my videos on this are always so goddamn long, because I'm not rushing through it. I will try to explain it as much as I can, as detailed as possible, so everyone can follow along. old or new. All right, so after we have this effect set up, right? So we made the clip, the command, right? We have sent a message in the chat so the user knows, okay, the command works, clip is coming. Then we have this small cooldown. Also, this whole cooldown is also, this is kind of why I do it. If you do not use any clip effects, by the way, let me make sure. I am gonna alter this. This is optional, except the delay. This is recommended. If you see a typo, let me know and I'll fix it. Otherwise, too bad. So yeah, the delay is recommended. That's kind of why I have that delay, but in between that delay, I just have something on screen, right? So it's not like, where is it? No, I have that generating thing on screen, right? So instead of people like, where is my clip? I'm waiting for it for so long. They see this instead. So they know, oh, my clip is being worked on, right? That's why. Because this delay makes sure before we do the rest that the clip, that it had enough time to actually generate the clip, get all the content like banners and stuff also for Discord, before it actually spits it out. So it has the correct link, it has enough time to generate the clip and it's not rushing. And then sometimes you generate a clip with a command. Like Stream Elements has this often. You hit your clip command and then you want to watch that clip that someone generated and like clip doesn't exist because it didn't give enough time to actually correctly generate, format, and process the clip. That's so we prevent that just by adding a delay. So it's almost like a second delay-ish. Sorry, 10 seconds. Almost 10 seconds. So what we're gonna do now after that, we of course we hide the effect again. And then we're gonna get fun. So what I have to do here, I have to open Discord real quick. Don't switch. Wait, I need to make sure that here. And I need to go here. Because this is what we want. And we do not want this to add up like... Sometimes this still happens, but 99% of the time you can see it doesn't. Right? Every now and then you have one of them that is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Sadly enough. Also, why is my Twitch clip locked? Okay, I need to fix that. That's fine. So this is what we wanted. This is kind of why we gave it the 10 seconds. Now, if you want, you can actually just increase it a little bit more. But for me, it will. I timed it exactly with the drop. Now, we need Discord. Let me put it on the side for now. So what we want to do now is we want to go and yeah, we're gonna go here, right click, then we go to integrations, right? And then we go to Discord, and then we go to basic webhook. Now we get to the fun part. This is where it's getting fun creating these things. All right, so what we want to do now, we see here, we have a webhook name, we have a username, we have a URL, we have the content, we have an avatar, we have an image, we have even text to speech. We don't know why I want to use that, but we have it. So now we open Discord. And now we want to go here. Let me make sure Discord is a little bigger. We're gonna go here on the edit channel. And again, this is for a Discord channel you have specifically for your clip, right? So mine is called Twitch Clips. So we're gonna do edit clips or edit the channel. Then we want to go here to integrations. Then we want to go here to webhook. And then we want to create a new webhook. All right. We got Spidey Bot. Now, I called mine Stream Clipper. And I'm gonna call this one, why not? FD. Oh. FD. Clip. FD Clip Creator. Doesn't matter. Right, doesn't matter. Now you can of course upload a image. You can. Let's do I don't know, let's do my logo. You can do it this way. And I think you can, yeah. You can do it this way. Now we're not doing it this way. We're gonna do it a way more fancy way. The way I like to do it. Then we wanna click on copy the webhook URL. Save changes. Now we created this clip generator, the webhook. Again, click on the copy webhook so you make sure it's copied. Then over here in webhook name, you can kind of call it whatever you want. I recommend just call it the same thing you call it in the webhook. So you can just copy and paste it, or if you remember it, you can do FD and then flip. Clip creator. And the same for the username. Now, and then in the webhook, we are going to paste the URL we just copied. So just Control V in there. Once you have that done, you can actually just do this. There you go. Now we have the content. What are we going to add into the content? Really simple. So this is kind of, this is, let me get it. This is this part, right? So what we can do is, all right, let's say, I don't know, here is your clip. You know, let's just do simple, right? Here is your clip. Now, all right. But this will not send my clip over, because if we do this, it will just say, here's your clip, and that's it. Now, how do we actually get that clip? Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is do %. And again, this is variables, so we always use percentages. Sometimes $signs, but 99% of the time use percentages. So we do %, then we do create non-capital. So create non-capital is really important to pay attention to this part. Create non-capital, then clip capital, capital C. Create clip, right? And then URL, capital U. URL, right? And then we do percentage again. Now this will actually get the generated URL from your clip, and this will actually be sent right over to your Discord. Now we have an avatar URL. Cool. How can we use that? Well, again, you can do it here. Again, right? You can do it here. But what if I told you we can do it way more? What if I want to know who the hell made this clip? All right. Let's scroll up. I'm going to show you how to do it. So I have my stream partners over here. And if they do a first word in my chat, they get shouted out. But at the same time, you can see their profile picture. Oh, okay, this doesn't count, but yeah, you can see the profile picture. That's what we want to do. But how do we do that? Now, of course, you can wait for my advanced shout out that I have here, but this is kind of where I'm gonna steal it from, because I can't for the living shit. I remember how I did it. So for now, click OK or keep it open, because I will just tell you what to do. So just keep it open. You don't have to do it. So what I am going to do right here, I need to make I don't have it here. Oh crap. Wait, do I not have my shoutouts here? Oh shit. Wait, I need to check real quick. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I did do some digging and I couldn't find my action here real quick. So instead I just opened my my original one on here. I could have done that. Alright, so how are we going to pull their information? Well, first thing we want to do one more change to this one to actually make that work. So what we want to do, we're going to do core. No, sorry. We want to go to Twitch, user, then get user info for target. And then we want to do a user. We then hit OK. Now we want to make sure that this one we want to drag all the way up. So just click on it, hold it, drag it up. So this will actually get the information of the person that used the command. Now that we know who used the command, we are going to take this basic webhook and we go here to avatar URL and we're going to do the following. I will make sure I also have them on screen when I type them in, so maybe a bit easier to see, but again, you can also get all the information below. So what we want to do here is do %, and again, capitals are really important. One capital not being a capital and you're screwed. So what I want to do is percentage, target, non-cap. And then we want to do a user, capital U, user, profile, capital P. And then image, capital Y, Y, whatever. And then we want to do URL, capital U. Now, and then of course we want to do the %. Now this will get the actual user profile picture, and you can kind of even do it with the username. So what we're gonna do in this stage, we're gonna do real simple %. If you wanna, I'm just gonna try this. Just keep it for now. I'm trying it. It should work. I'm not 100% sure. We'll figure it out. So webhook name is clip creator. Username is %. Oh, sorry. And then target user %. So, right. You can try it with me. If then at least if I fail, we both fail. So I'm not the only one and you're not the only one. All right. So this, technically speaking, should get the name. So it will replace the clip creator's name. It will replace this name with the user that made the clip, the same as the profile picture. And yes, we can kind of test that. Even though we're not live, we can test that. So, all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on OK. All right. So now we could say, all right, let's continue, right? No. False. Always, if you do a change like this and you're not sure that will work, keyboard. There you go. There you go. Is to test it first. Once you, what? Also, by the way, my bad. Save. Click on save. You always know it's safe. So what I'm gonna do now, I am really quick. Gonna open my Twitch. Gonna grab my chat. Gonna see if it's gonna work. All right, so I'm going to channel. Also, my channel will be in the description. If not, it is twitch.tv/vloggersdesign. Look for the if you, I mean, you should be able to find it, or join the Discord, you know, even faster. All right, so I'm gonna grab my chat here really quick. And I know I'm slow right now. How about chat? All right, so here we go. So now we made this. Now all I have to do is make sure that I disable this group. No, I can just disable the command. Hold on. Otherwise we get double commands. We don't want that. So if I go here. Yeah, I need to disable this command. I hope it worked and that I don't have a duplicate somewhere. So now if I go to the chat, right? And this one is connected, so it should work. If I now go here, send a message to exclamation mark. Clip. Fingers crossed it's gonna work. Generating your requested clip. We got the 5 seconds. We may get this thing on screen. Maybe not. It may stop because it cannot generate a clip. What is possible? Because I'm technically not live. So it's possible it's not dumping a clip, but it may actually dump it in this one. Let me check. Yeah. All right. It did. So you can see some stuff didn't work. Don't like be like, oh crap, my action doesn't work. Don't worry, it does. The only reason that it doesn't work right now is you're not live streaming. Now if you're live, everything works. Because it's really simple, it cannot generate a clip. You're not live, your channel is offline. Now if you're live streaming right now, you can try it. You can do a test stream, you can try it and it'll work. Now, only because you're not live, it will skip those steps. It's that simple. As you can see, it did do the first one, right? It did write in the chat. Let me go back. Right? We did see it did type in the chat, right? Right there. Right? That worked. Now, I thought, you know what? Let's check the Discord. It didn't do the last step. And let them behold, it did. Right? And you can see who generated the clip. I did. It took my name, it took my profile picture. So no one of us failed. We all made it work. You did it. You made it work. Not me. You did it. Right? Real simple. And this is already 45 minutes. Almost 50 minutes. You see, I told you. I'm in the details. I want to make sure everything is fine. Great. And I know you all love it. People love my videos because of it. I'm not the biggest one. I am not the most consistent one if it comes to uploading and sometimes even streaming, but that's a whole different story. But I always make sure if I do make something, at least tutorials is good. Still thinking on flipping my channel around because I stopped development. Kinda. So, and I start enjoying doing this more. Let me know. And I may flip it around. Now, so you can see it also didn't give me the link. You know, it didn't give me this. Well, makes sense, right? Makes sense. As you can see here, and I will show you this real quick because this is kind of what I promised you to do, right? So this is where I yesterday was playing some torture called Apex, right? And I needed to test my clip. So again, you can only do it if you're live streaming. Now, watch full video, and I'm hoping it's gonna start there. It may. It should. Here we go. So, you can see also here in the chat, right? Here in the bottom. It posted it in the chat. And now you can see it showed up on the stream, right? Let me go back here real quick. Not too far. That was too far. Right. Oh, too far. It should come up any minute now. We're just gonna wait for it. Do I want to cut it? Yeah, maybe. Okay, no. Look, it's generating the clip. You can see it, right? There, it's generating. It's spit it in the chat. And there it is on the stream. That's awesome, man. That's great. But yeah, you guys are lucky because you got the upgraded version. I still have this stupid clipper. And now, of course, I'm going to change it on my own too. But yeah, real simple. But we're not done yet. I mean, you could be. You could be like, okay, well, I'm done. But then we don't have it on screen. So what are you doing here? That one is actually real simple to do. So now you know how to put stuff in Discord, right? We know how to make a chat message, so I'm gonna skip one step, right? Now, if you want to have this spit out in your chat, just combine the two. Or what you could do is take this, what we did here, right? The content, copy that, make a new Twitch test message or Twitch message. Like, let's say we're gonna duplicate this, right? We have this chat message right here, and then all we're gonna do is do that, and it will send the chat. It will also send it in your Twitch chat, right? It's that simple. Now, and if you download it, it's included for free. It's really simple. You know what? Let's make that your homework. And if you can figure it out, join the Discord, ask me, and tell me what you did wrong. Send me screenshots. Let me see if we can fix it. Now, I will, of course, once you gotta do this, now we're gonna make you work for it. But, because you gotta learn, right? That's why you're here. You know what? I am going to give you one homework, and that has to do with the on-screen stuff. Now, for your veterans out there, that's a joke, because that's so fucking simple. We technically already did it, but I'm gonna give you homework on how to do it, right? And then maybe, if needed, I'll make a video on how to do it, because we don't have to drag it out. You guys know it. I believe in you guys. You know it. Right. So what I'm gonna do now is technically that, right? Let me make sure that I'm not missing it. I am missing it. I'm missing something. So I will do the hardest stuff for you. I will make sure that at least one thing we need will be done. So, okay. Right here. What we want to do, absolutely nothing yet. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to OBS. Damn, we're in OBS. Totally forgot about an OBS tutorial. I know. What we want to do here is look real simple. We want to create a new scene. Don't have to, but I recommend it. So we're going to use nested scenes. What are nested scenes? Is just a scene that you build out and then you can place it inside of another scene. So it's, if you need to edit stuff, you can literally edit in that scene and we'll edit it everywhere, right? Instead of having to reposition and re-edit it on every single scene you have. We're not doing it. So what we're gonna do, I am going to do, I may actually add an installer for you guys. So you don't have to do it. No, I'm not doing that. I may add it later when it's on Kobe, because then this video is already shown, because otherwise it's too easy, because you do one command, everything is set, done. Not doing it. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna create a new scene, and I'm gonna call it whatever you want. Actually, whatever you want. Why not? For the fun. Why not? Of course, you can call it whatever you want. Or whatever, right? Doesn't matter. Now in here, what we want to do is we want to create a browser source inside source. So right click, add browser source. What we want to do here is actually make a simpler one. We actually gonna do, I'm gonna call it clip player. Now, actually, you know what? Let's do this, copy this. I'm gonna rename this. Keep this for now. Hold on. I'm gonna rename this real quick to FD clip player. Now, of course, then we want to have the OBS source, right? What we want to do here is also something absolutely nothing. Now, I could give you homework on what do you need to place in here, but now what you do want to do is do two settings. You want to check these two. So refresh the browser source when it's becoming active and shut down the source when not visible. Now, also you can remove this because we're not using that. I don't know why they use the custom CSS. You can cap the frame rate of the, if you have issues with your stream already, you can cap the frame rate. So let's say I'm gonna do 24 because that's kind of movie frame rate, or 48, but 24. You can cap it to 24 FPS. Let's do that, right? Doesn't matter. It's movie frame. Now, of course, you want to position where you want it. So in this case, it doesn't matter. Actually, I do recommend changing this to your stream size. So if your stream in 1080, you want to do 1920 by 1080. If you stream in 720, you want to do 1280 by 720, and so on and so forth. After you did that, click OK. There you go. I'm just going to reset it because I fucked up. Reset transform. There you go. All right, so we have this one set. Now, do we have to do anything more in here? Yeah. You want to go to your game scene, right click, add, then add a scene. Hold on. There you go. And add a scene. And then add your FD clip player. And hit OK. And that is right there. Now here you can actually scale it. Right? Now let me show you something what nested scenes do. Right? So we have this one, right? We can see this. We have this player over here. We added that scene in, but what if I want to have a text here that says, let's say, right? Let me also go to here. Who cares? Oh, a little sneak peek of something I'm working on. You guys got luck, right? I also added here, and I want a text on this player. Also, let me do it here. I want a text on this player that says clip player. So what I could do is go here and then go to text, and then it says let's say player, right? And then we go do player. Bam. I'm just gonna do a rough sketch just to explain something. So right. So we have now the name player above. So now what happens when I go to my game scene? Wait, what? Where did the player go? Right. This is why we use nested scenes. So if we can go to back to this user card, we can remove this player. Just delete it. We don't want this player anymore. He's, this player got banned. Get out of here. Now instead, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here, clip player. Now I do recommend if you do want text, scale it down a little bit so you have a little bit more room around it. You could actually make a custom design, player design. I will still do that. I kind of want to make something like the old school Windows XP media player. That is kind of what I want to do it. Don't steal the idea. My idea. My idea. I see you. No. Go away from Google. No. We're not gonna Google the image. No. My idea. Not doing it. All right. Okay, so instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, right? We're gonna go here. We're gonna go at the image. Not the image. What are we doing? Your fault. You were Googling the image. Your fault. You got me confused, man. Your fault. I wasn't even looking at you because the camera is off. You lucky bastard. Your fault. Not mine. Your fault. You were Googling it. All right. So we go here, right click, add text. And I'm just going to keep the name now. Doesn't matter. Right. And then we're going to do player. Bang. Bang. Put it over there. Who cares? Up. Let's make this a little smaller. Player. And now if we go to user card. Hey, look at that. Player is there. But we had this before, and then we went to the game scene. It wasn't there. That's true. But now it is. See? Player. Cool. That's nested scene. Now, it has nothing to do with the tutorial, but I thought I'll just drop it in there. Because we were kind of using this. And I know this video is long. Holy moly. Alright, so again, we do not use that. Really simple. But you can do it if you want something like that. Right? So, what we're going to do now is finish this thing. So we have this player. We have the player added to the scenes. I don't need it here. Actually, I only need it here. Right, so we have it here. Now we are going back to Streamer Bot. There you go. Why do I have? Wait. Because it's on my game scene, of course, right? And I am actually now sending this screen over to my stream PC using a capture card, that thing is still on the screen. Let me get rid of that. So let me do that real quick. You guys should not have that issue. So we're going back to StreamerBot. And now what we're going to do in this one, still, we're going to go here, right click. Then we want to go to OBS. And then we want to go to source. And then in source, we want to go and set browser source URL. Now we want to go to our OBS. And this sucks because we did not connect to OBS. So let me do that real fast. And continue. Okay. So I now properly connected to the right OBS too. So again, OBS, sources, and then we go to browser source, set browser source URL. Then we want to go here, connect. You should not have to do it, but if you're using the same kind of setup, you do want to do it, but otherwise you don't need to if you use a single PC. Then we're gonna go here to the scene. We're gonna click on the player scene, right? So the player nested player scene. And then, of course, we want the clip player because that's the browser source. Now, if you get confused, you could actually, if you have a lot of sources, you could actually go in here and not see anything. Right. You guys won't see that, so that's not really helpful. Wait, let me go studio mode. Now you should be able to see. No. Wait. Now you can. I'm sorry. So, that may actually also have happened earlier in the recording. It is what it is. But then you can actually also just rename. Forget it. You can rename the player if you really need it. You can just rename the player if you need it to make a little bit more, right? Now in this case we don't need to. So all we have to do in here is again, and I'm just gonna click OK because we kind of need to copy something. We're gonna take this one again. Create clip URL. I think it's also create that. Hold on. No, it's create clip URL. All right. Then we go here, and then in this URL we just paste that in, right? The percent create clip URL percent, and hit OK. And what happened? Oh, happens sometimes. Now we have that clip URL right there. Now, what I like to do after this one, I just have a delay of like 1 second. Right, just 1 second delay. And now we get into the last step and your homework. Now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go back. So this one is almost done. We have to do one more thing in here. But first we have to do one thing. We go back here at the clip creator, the group we made, right click, and we're gonna do add. Why? Simple. We're gonna make a new, I'm gonna make a new group. So first things first, just so we don't forget it, make sure to get the cue and put it on the clip timeout. And then we're gonna give this a name. So in this case, we're gonna call it FB clip player. Now, we have made this. This is also where your homework comes in. But let's go back to the clip creator. Now, one thing we do have to add here to actually make this work is we're gonna do right click and we go here to core and make sure everything is on screen. Yes. Go to core. Then we go to actions, run action right here, run action, click on it. And then the selected action we do want to run is this clip player we just created. Then we're gonna do clip player, hit select, then hit Okay, and there we go. Now, this whole function is done. Now, I could have done this in 10 minutes. But again, I want to make sure that everything is done right. So, what is my homework? Real simple. I'm going to give you a little hint. Remember how we did the clip effect, right? So I'm just going to do it here so I don't spoil it. Look on the screen. Remember how we set that up? Now what I want you to do is do the exact same thing. The exact same thing. But in here. For your clip player. So what that will do is make sure that your clip player comes on the screen and goes off. Now, of course, I can give you the solution for it. But I won't be doing that. So, there is 2 homework parts. And again, if you really cannot figure it out, join the Discord and I'll help you with it. You know? If you really can. Now, I'm also not going to edit into the video because I will give it away. You guys will just skip to the end and you got the answer. I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. So, your homework is real simple. Get the player on screen and then off screen again with a delay in between the two. Now I know the perfect delay in milliseconds, but again, you're the one that figured it out. Just keep in mind, streaming bot can only make clip of, listen closely, 30 seconds maximum. The last tip I give you with the delay, always go to above. So for example, we have 12 milliseconds. Or sorry, we have something that is 10 minutes. 10 seconds. Right. Let me do it another way. We have something for 50 milliseconds. I'm not gonna talk in seconds because then I'm kind of giving it away again. We have something for 5 milliseconds long. To make sure it works correctly, make it 52 or 53 milliseconds. Give it a little bit of headroom to make sure it all works fine and it walks smooth and it animates smoothly over, and it's not like just harsh, cup, bomb, gone. You don't want that. Right, so to recap your homework. Real simple. Get the player on screen, off screen, within the delay. So on screen, delay, off screen. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put triggers in here. You don't have to put triggers in here. You do not have to do anything in here anymore. Nothing. All you have to do after this long ass video is literally put those things in here. Get it on screen, get it off screen, and then delay into the middle. Right. Again, this video was really long, but like I said, I am a person of giving you a detailed version, you know, a detailed version. Now, again, if this did not help, please join the Discord and make sure to I see people making mistakes. They go to the release of the widget and they type in here. Fine, but this messes up my updates. Now, again, my fault. I did not disable that people can't talk in here. I will be doing that. Now, if you need help, make sure to go down here and where you can't see shit, because I'm still talking to you guys and you can't see a thing. Hold on a sec. Let me fix this mistake. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's better, right? Yeah. All right. Again, if you're in the Discord, make sure to not type in these widget releases, like this one did. But that's you. No, I mean the one on the I know. Again, it's my fault. I did not exclude the role. I should have done that. I still have to do it. I didn't have time for it. I'm gonna do it. If you need help, please go here to the support hub. And there is a clear guideline on how the support hub works. And again, you can read it here, or you can just go to the white view, right? Oh, my bad. I needed to log it. Yeah, just go here and post a new support chat. So it's like, for example, well, I have a StreamBot related question. I need help. Should automatically do it, but okay. Oh, that's my, yeah, okay. This is because I'm of course the owner, so I can see it. But at least StreamBot solved. You can do, only moderators can do. I think I've got to double check. Doesn't matter. But at least make sure to read it. Then make a topic, and then me or someone else will actually come over there and help you out. It's that simple. And of course, you can find all my newest stuff here. Again, my chest roulette is also there. One of my most favorite things I built. Starter pack. I need to update because this is outdated. I'm not using this anymore. But you can still get it. It's also on my Kofi page. Let me grab that real quick, and then I'll leave you guys to figure out your homework. Now, again, technically the video is done. If you do want this info, still stay. If not, I wish you a great day, guys, and show me what you got. And also, I will probably make a channel, something called, I don't know, show off or whatever, right? Look for that channel, because you can there also show your creation. I would love to see your creation. What you do with the movie players or any other widgets that I release, or actions, whatever you want to call them, and you guys alter them. You are allowed to alter everything, man. There is no claims on my stuff. Now, re-releasing is a different one. You can make sure to credit. If you don't, and I figured it out, then we have a problem. But that is common sense, right? As long as you just credit, go ahead, do whatever you want. Use my code, reuse my code, whatever. Republish it. I don't mind. You know, I don't mind if you do it. Just give me a little credit. There you go. You're good to go. Now, what is I need to go to Kofi. Yeah. And I'm not logged in, so that's not gonna work. Never mind. Wait. We have a. There you go. There you go. I just used my own chat to get my link. See? If you don't know your own links, your Twitch bot does. There you go. So goddamn handy. But yeah, you can also go to my Kofi link. It's also down in the description below. It's too bad I can't show you stuff because apparently I'm not donated or subbed to myself, but that's, I'm not like. Now, of course, I have a lot of free stuff up here. You can get. Of course, there is also some paid stuff. Some are every now and then paid. But all right. It is what it is. And sometimes I do make them back free, or we have like this. Like this one is now sold out. I told you I need to take this one out, so it's sold out because it's outdated. Yeah, you can support me on there, whatever. With that being said, that was the tutorial, guys. I really do hope that first of all the recording went fine and I don't have to do this hour and 15 minutes over. One note, I am not editing this video. It's too long already. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It's too long already. All I've got to do, I'm stopping the recording, Let's do chat GPT, my lazy work, and generate a thumbnail and drop it on YouTube. Normally I would, but as you can see, it is 3 a.m. and I want this thing out. This is me, you know, when I create something, I want to put it out there right away. But that being said, guys, I also want to grind some more Apex, of course. I need a drink. I'm dry mouthed. Guys, I love you all. Enjoy. Show me your work. Again, if something doesn't work, all the info you need is down in the description below. Check your answer. You're not getting your answer or you get an F. Don't cheat, because I know you will. And don't Google Media Player from Windows XP. I figured it out. You get another F. I'm really curious how many F I'm gonna give away in the next video. See you there, guys. Have a great one. Bye bye.